So today we'll be discussing about construction planning. So what do you mean by planning? So planning is the process of foreseeing what is to be done, how it is to be done, where it is to be done, who will do it, and how we have to evaluate the results. So what's the necessity of planning in a construction project? As we know, it is very necessary to ensure proper utilization of human and material resources. And here we have to consider the past failures, present needs, and future utilities. So we know that the plan of a construction project includes estimate the budget of the project, the time schedule of the project, and when the project each component of the project is supposed to be completed. So now what are the different steps involved in planning? So first of all, we have to identify the problem or opportunity. Then we'll be analyzing and securing the necessary information related to the project. And after that, we'll be establishing the planning premises and constraints. What all are the opportunities and what all are the limitations. Then we have to ascertain an alternative course of action or plan based upon the limitations, and comparing the different alternative courses, we'll be selecting the optimum plan. Then we have to determine the derivative plan from the base plan. Then we have to fix at what time the plan has to be introduced, and have to arrange the future evaluation of effectiveness of the plan. Now what are the main objectives of planning? So as we know, the main objective is to execute the project. It should be economically, both in terms of money and time, that is within the limitations or constraints of money and time. So an effective plan should be able to achieve the following objectives, that is, first of all, each of the element of the project should be properly designed. Then we have to properly select the equipment and machinery. Then we have to arrange for the repair of equipment and machinery. Then procurement of materials well in advance. Then employment of trained and experienced staff for the project. To provide welfare schemes for the staff and workers, then to provide incentive for good workers, to arrange constant flow of funds for the completion of the project, to provide safety measures, and to arrange for the proper means of communication. Now, what are the principles of planning? So there are some basic principles for planning. First of all, the plan should provide information which is to be conveyed in a readily understandable form. Then it should be realistic, that is, it should be satisfying the realistic demands of the particular project. And it should be flexible, that is, if some constraints are coming, it should be able to offer some flexibility. Then it should serve as a basis for project monitoring and control, and it should be a comprehensive plan. Now moving on to the stages of planning. There are 3 stages of planning. First one is pre-planning. Next, detailed planning has to be done, and then monitoring and control has to be done. So pre-planning is the stage before deciding to take up a project. Here we are stating the objectives clearly. The general framework is formulated. We are stating the justification for taking up the project, and the cost benefit analysis is conducted to analyze whether the project is economic or not, and after that the investment alternatives are given. Now moving on to the detailed planning. Here this is the stage where we are preparing the detailed design, drawings and specifications, and then the bill of quantities are prepared. Then the project is broken down into different components, and we are establishing the sequence and time for various operations, and the time duration for different activities are allotted. And after detailed planning, we will be monitoring and controlling the progress of the project according to the proposed schedule, and we will be updating the schedule according to the actual schedule, and revised forecasting will be done according to the availability of resources. Now what are the different types of plan? First one is standing plan. So standing plan means a plan that is used repeatedly, that includes management policies, procedures and rules. And now what is single use plan? Single use plan is the particular use for the particular project, that is for used for a single purpose, and it is designed to accomplish a specific objective with short period of time. For example, the budget, the program for a project, examples of single use plans. Now next one is strategic plan, and this is concerned with broad matters that may widely affect the development of organization, like various factors like economic, technological and environmental factors. And here we are giving more emphasis on predicting the future behavior of the external variables and formulation of alternative types of action. And the next one is administrative plan, and it is less subjective than a strategic plan, and it is focusing on how to accomplish the objective of the project or organization, and is concerned with the broad factors within the control of the organization.